Selling properties that are valued over $1 million is no different than selling any other property. Many myths exist surrounding this topic. However, the reality simply doesn't match to the myths. Let's take a look at some of the elements regarding a sale. The signing of a listing contract is the same. Even the sales contract is no different. Entering the property in our MLS system is done identically as well. There is no difference here. However, the major difference while entering information is the sales price that will involve a few extra numbers. Adding an extra number to the price is not so difficult. The placement of a lockbox is no different either. Contacting agents for appointments is hardly any different, and conducting contract negotiations still involves a seller and a buyer. Nothing new here. The only difference is that we are negotiating the price of a larger house with a higher price tag. Dealing with cooperating agents is no different. Everyone works the same to show a property, and the eventual presentation of a contract will involve an agent submitting the sales contract to the listing agent the same way. Another difference of multi-million-dollar homes is the design, since more money was invested during the building process. There is the belief that advertising is much more costly. However, it truly is not. Most agents don't do anything different, yet want to get the same high commission from you. There really is no need for you to tolerate that kind of nonsense. As to open houses, they are no different. Neither are brokers' open houses. Agents only need to be comfortable in dealing with people that have a higher net worth. At Real Estate America, we will assist you with the selection process to ensure that the right agent is working for you. The only major difference about advertising is perhaps the usage of upscale media that is tailored to the upscale homes. There is nothing mystical about any of this. As you can see, there is nothing that is terribly different that would prevent an agent that has not sold a property as pricey. The strengths that are needed are in the negotiating process to get you the most out of the sale of your property. Real Estate America works as a team with all its agents to ensure that you get the best service possible. We never leave an agent to fend for him or herself. We all work together. I was once told by a customer that he was planning to sell his $5 million property with another agent because he felt that the other agent would have more potential buyers for his house. His reasoning was that the agent had several listings in that price range. It seems like a logical conclusion, however, that is a false perception. The reason is simple. Over 80% of all sales are done with cooperating agents, not by the actual listing agent. This means that the only thing that he was reinforcing was the listing agent's ability to collect another check and pay a much higher commission needlessly. Let's take a look at a few other myths. Paying a higher commission will get you more. This is false. Real Estate America gives you both a lower commission program as well as an a la carte program for you to save thousands of dollars. Top agents will always get you sold faster. False again. No agent knows when the right buyer will come along. An agent that is always advertising my neighborhood is better since he or she knows the neighborhood. False again. Selling is not about who is prospecting for your business. It is about who is providing the most incentive to buyers to get you sold, as well as giving you better exposure. Another myth is the belief that the so-called top agent in the area is more likely to get a buyer for your property. Again, this is false. Over 80% of the sales contracts are with cooperating agents, not with a listing agent. What's most important with a listing agent is having incentive programs to get buyers to stay and buy your property. That's what Real Estate America does with its Buyer's Rewards program that pays from $500 up to $5,000 in cash rewards to buyers. You need everything in today's economy to get an edge. The difference with Real Estate America is that we will give you the edge that you need with our Buyer's Reward program while saving you thousands of dollars in commissions. You don't have to pay ridiculous commissions that are charged by the other traditional agents. You really don't. We do it all for you while charging you less, and you will get better service. I guarantee it. It may be difficult to understand that you really don't have to waste thousands of dollars to get your property sold. But the truth is simply that there are no great magical powers held by the traditional agents. Perhaps one, the power to coerce you into thinking that they do have magical powers. And perhaps the power to get you to pay too much for selling your property is what is definitely outstanding. But you don't have to succumb to this anymore. You know the truth, and you can save thousands of dollars, your dollars. Please call us today to save thousands of dollars. We are America's affordable way to move. It's time for change. If you're still confused and believe that the so-called neighborhood specialist or top agent is worth the extra money, let me fill in a few more blanks for you. One belief is that these agents have more buyers and are more likely to sell your property. Let's take a look at this myth. Having more listings will result in more calls. However, those calls are for the properties that buyers are interested in, not yours specifically. The calls that really count are those on your property. Rarely do the buyers ever buy the property that they call on anyway. What normally happens is that the agent will interview the buyer and then show the buyer properties relevant to the buyer's requirements. In any event, if that top agent is a top agent, he or she will qualify the buyer and then proceed with an MLS search to get the right property for that buyer. If your property falls in that category, your property will be shown. If not, it will not be shown. What I'm trying to say is that if the top agent does acquire the right buyer for your property, he or she will take the buyer to your property regardless of who the listing agent is. And we will welcome him or her and sell your property while saving you thousands of dollars in commissions. What it boils down to is this. It's easy to be sold on the idea that the top agent or neighborhood specialist will somehow be more successful with your house. But the truth is that while they do want to sell your property, they really don't have anything magical to make the right buyer appear before your house. They really don't. I've never seen any buyer's benefits or rewards to entice buyers to your listing by any other agent or brokers. This is what you need to drive buyers to your property. Should you elect to choose one of these so-called top agents, all you're doing is giving them more opportunities to get more buyers for themselves while you are paying too much of a commission.